After church, after reading, after praying, after working, or serving all night, how do you as a young person push past societal stigmas to better understand and live a more fulfilled life rather than just surviving? Hi everyone, I'm Manuela. Next to me is
Desmond.
You're welcome to the first and special episode of Wellness Winners. This is a self-discovery, self-developmental, and transformative program that is aimed at empowering young people who feel lost, who feel stuck with thoughts they cannot process or understand. This program is created by President and founder of a youth leadership and mentorship program called Bella Masters. So diving into our topic of discussion for today, which is embracing self-love. This topic is really profound and very important to me because I've gotten to understand what self-love or loving yourself is. And I'm going to throw this question to you watching right now. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself?
I so love myself.
Okay, Des, maybe you tell us in your own words what you think is self-love or what self-love is all about.
Appreciating and valuing oneself.
As simple as that.
As simple as that.
Did you hear?
Reflect on it.
Did you hear
Appreciating
that?
and valuing
And valuing oneself. Okay, before you get to a level of appreciating and valuing oneself, some people, especially young people that we had the opportunity to discuss with last week, if you can remember, obviously, some of them shared experiences that were really deep to them, and they expressed the things that they went through that made them appreciate themselves and value themselves less. So maybe we could talk about some of those things that push young people to value themselves less or think of themselves any less.
The first thing are societal norms.
Societal norms,
Yeah.
yes.
And these are generally things that put pressure or pressurizes people or young people to try to do things that they do not necessarily need to do.
Or they don't like
They don't
doing,
like
but they
doing.
want to fit into
Exactly.
society, or they want to fit into what
Exactly.
they are seeing other people doing.
And for example, like a vivid example, I'll say, you find like these days a lot of young girls out there, they're trying to add their breasts, trying to add their buttocks, trying to, just add some artificial things to what they already are, because they feel like, okay, that's what will make them belong, that's what will make them trend. And in return, some people who do not have these things naturally, who do not have breasts, who do not have all the
Who do not have
beauty,
the
Exactly.
big properties or the huge, female parts that are like very,
according to the society, are attractive. So you find yourself not having these things, not carrying these things, and then you want to actually go to the extra mile of putting yourself that pressure, putting yourself
under that pain because you want to
carrying
fit in, you want to fit into what you see other people doing
Exactly.
in society. And it does not happen to only women though. There are other experiences that men go through in society, and they feel like if they don't do these things, they are not going to be accepted, or they don't fall into that class in the society.
Don't belong.
Well, aside from societal stereotypes, I think another thing is toxic relationships. And toxic relationships could be in your family, in your friend circle, in your relationship between you and a guy or you and a girl, and you feel like you have to accept certain toxic traits.
I think I have
about
something
them.
to say on this, Manuela. I had a discussion with a colleague of mine some time ago, and she told me she used to isolate herself a lot when she was much younger, because she, according to her friends or her circle, she was too fat. You get? So she was like really fat, you know, and her friends made her to see herself like someone who cannot actually belong in their crew.
Except
when,
if she.
when they're going out, they feel like, that fat girl, no, I don't do. That one that is looking so chubby, please let her just stay. So it made her lose confidence in herself, self-esteem and all that. So it made her to not socialize often. She was always like hiding. When she wants to eat, she has to actually hide in order to actually enjoy her meal.
In front of her
like,
friends?
Yeah, but she's like, when her friends find her eating, they'll be like, no wonder you're this fat. So
and did she feel like she had to like cut down because she wanted to please?
Exactly, that's what she did. So she found herself taking pills, taking these, doing sleep calls, and that, not eating, starving, just because she wanted to, you know, cut down so that she could belong. But now, at some point, she had to come to reality that no, this is who she is.
Yes.
Okay, she had to accept that. But now that's something that she suffered from, like, for a very long time.
Yes, obviously. But at least she was courageous enough to come to the realization that this is who I am.
Yeah.
And I don't need to.
And love herself and love her size. Today because she can actually put on any dress,
yes,
because she believes, she trusts in herself, she loves herself.
Because even in families, even in relationships, sometimes we want to do things because we want to feel among, or we want to do things because we want to please the other person, so that they don't have
in most cases.
Yes, in most cases, and it actually ties with rejection.
Yeah.
It ties with rejection because some people don't want to feel rejected by other people. They feel like other people's opinion about them or of them is way too important than what they think about themselves. So it's almost like I won't accept you into my own circle or into my home because you're putting on a red t-shirt.
Yeah.
But you love this red t-shirt, you feel confident in this red, this is your favorite t-shirt. But then because you want to get into my circle, you will go and change this t-shirt and maybe wear something less bright or more gloomy, and you're not happy because you wanted to wear this t-shirt. This is just as something basic as this, but now it's more serious and more profound out there when people actually want to do things to please others just because they don't want to be rejected.
And rejection, by the way, is just another factor that makes people or causes people to not love who they or appreciate who they are. And when people suffer rejection, it makes them to just go into hiding, not to come out of
the cage. They actually cage themselves.
And trust me, rejection is one of the most.
They feel less confident.
Exactly.
Yes, they feel less confident.
So when you are rejected, trust me, there are ways to go about it.
Yes, and going back to this toxic trend. Sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship with somebody, be it your family, your friend, I'm emphasizing on this because toxic relationships don't only happen in one circle. It's in different circles. Sometimes these other people want to make you feel like you're the one at fault. There is something wrong.
Manipulation. They manipulate you to think that.
They manipulate you to think that no, you are obliged to do this thing. You are obliged to please this person. You are obliged to carry on this responsibility.
This is a family. Like in family, sometimes this is a family rule.
It's a family rule.
So you cannot be the exception.
Yes, exactly.
You must grow. You must go through this process in order to.
Yes. So, but there are many more. There are many more of these experiences, or many more of these stories that many young people out there are going through, and it makes them feel any less of themselves. But then we also have practical tips to take you through this thing that you're going through that makes you not love yourself. One of which is
accept or acknowledge that first you have that problem. Okay, if you don't accept that you're actually suffering from that, or you not find solution, you don't get a remedy, because actually you don't feel like you have a problem.
You cannot solve.
Only someone who acknowledges that he or she has a problem goes to seek solution. Yeah, so that's the first thing. And the second thing is practice positive affirmations. When you get up every day, tell yourself that you're smart, you're courageous, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you can do, you can conquer. Sometimes you might go out there and it's not what you expected, but you know,
keep the
fighting.
motivation going.
Yeah.
Yes, keep fighting.
Don't wait for someone else to tell you how
beautiful,
you
how
are,
courageous, or how intelligent you are.
Yeah.
You should trust in yourself.
Then someone should not tell you like you're dull and then you take it personal. Trust me, you're beyond that.
Yes.
And you start feeling bad. Am I actually dull? Am I actually this? No. Know who you are. If you know who you are, whatever comes out of the outside won't really harm you.
Stay on the positive side, not on the negative side.
Good.
So another thing is support groups.
Join support groups.
Participate in developmental programs, build positive relationships with people. People will bring out that glow the best in you. Not that, but you've acknowledged yourself first. Then now you are building a positive relationship with people. Then there is also meditation, which is also a form of self-discovery. Get into your zone. There's like how I usually do it. So I try to think about myself. I try to write down those things that are negative or those things that my weaknesses and my strength, and I try to pick out those weaknesses that I can solve and those that I would need someone to help me. And when you actually realize that there are things that you cannot solve, seek professional guidance, a therapist, someone who can
or if you have a trusted partner that you can actually guide you, that you can actually trust, it's still okay. Sometimes you can rely on yourself, but sometimes acknowledge the fact that you need help and go for it. Don't be afraid to go for it. So I think these are a few tips that we could gather for now, and it's not final, trust me. And
we have many others to come within the week. This is Self-Love Week, Embracing Self-Love Week, and we're obviously going to be giving you guys many more tips. But now, we're leaving you for now. Don't forget to follow Bella Master's social media links if you want to be up to date with more encouraging, more experiences, and more stories that will help to change our mentalities, that will help to develop us, that will help to transform us. So the link is in the description box below,
and contact details as well
on your screen too. So a take home something or a call to action.
Well, from this, just pen down your strengths, your weaknesses, and then reflect on those things that make you not appreciate yourself and make you not value yourself or who you are. Pen them down, and then the ones that actually make you love and value yourself, pen them down, okay? And then share with us your experience after practicing these few tips that we've shared with you today. Share with us your experience. Was it helpful? Was it not helpful? Do you have questions? Do you have problems that we wish that we address? Tell us in the comment section, or you can get to us directly through our emails or contact details on the screen.
Yes, and also practice positive affirmations every day. You cannot love someone else if you do not love yourself. Self-love begins from within. So
we have an upcoming cohort program on youth leadership. It's professional training on youth leadership, coming up by April. But when the links are available, we'll share, and we'd like you to join us.
We're encouraging you
sign
to
up.
Actually join. Yes. So that is it for now. What do we say?
Be a part of social change.
Yes.
Don't just be a consumer. Be a part of social change. That's the take-home message from us. And
see you
next week.